This is how you start for the fishtail braid. For any of the types of bracelets you plan to do, we're going to do this for 3 inches on both sides. Here's 2 examples. This one is the 4 strings with the candy stripe, using 2 colors and 4 strings to do the fishtail. This one is the chevron shape, using 10 strings. And you could do this also with any of the other patterns. We'll do the 3 inches on either side. You'll tie a knot and then you'll start whatever knot pattern you plan to do. First, we're going to tie your strings together. If you have 4 different colored strings for the candy stripe, you can just put your strings together. You can also do 2 colors that are each 2 yards, and we'll fold it in half just like we did for the macrame hemp patterns. And the same thing will be with, if you do the 10 strings, it would be 5 colors that are each 2 yards. Fold them in half, and we'll tie the knot in the same way. So I have my center here already. Using your 2 fingers, pull it around, pull out the middle finger, loop this around, and then we'll put the knot clear at the top. We're just going to tape this down to your table. Today I'm using a clipboard just to make it a little bit easier for transitions in the video. The first one I'll work on is the 4-string one. So if you set your strings up so that the colors are mirroring each other, this will also be true with the 10th string. And I'm just going to divide these back out so you can decide which way you want them. So I'm going to start off, we're going to start this way. So I have the dark one on the outside and light ones on the inside. It's up to you how you want to do this. And I usually start on the left-hand side. So whatever's on the outside is going to go to the opposite inside. So I have this one. It's from the outside on the left. It's going to go on the inside on the right. Outside on the right goes inside on the left. If you have 2 colors, they will crisscross each other. And that'll help make a pattern similar to this, only it'll only be 2 colors. So actually it would be this. Okay, so I did that with the dark color. Now I'm going to do the light colors, same thing. Outside on the left goes to inside on the right. And then outside on the right goes inside on the left. You could continue to do it this way, but you can also hold it up in your hands like you would a braid. So I'm actually going to do that. We'll do this a little bit slower one time so you can see it again. So you can already see where the strings are crisscrossing. So I'm going to do outside on the left goes to inside right, and then outside on the right goes inside left, and my 2 dark colors just crisscross each other. So I'll do a couple more rounds just so you can see it. So I do the left, and then the right, like that. And as you go, if you need to tape that down so it holds still, you can. If you like that tighter pattern, oops, I'm scooching out. The key is to keep it tight and have it right by your hand. So if you tape this to the table, it might be easier if you tape it really close to you so you can hold it like that. So I'm still going, alternating the colors and the sides. And after you get going, they'll kind of flatten out in order, so you don't have to think about it as much. You just kind of have to pay attention. So see how my colors are starting to line up like that? So I do outside on the left to inside right, outside right to inside left, and those colors will crisscross. That's how you do the 4. Now I'm going to do the 10. So I have them taped down in order so I wouldn't have to do that for the video. I actually think it's easier to do the 10 because they start to flatten out by themselves. So I might just keep in mind the colors I'm going to do. I'm going to do purple, blue, green, orange, and pink. So you can do that same thing where we laid them outside. So it's outside on the left to the inside right, and then outside on the right to the inside left. You can also just kind of hold it here and know which color is next to get going. So I said the blue would be next, so from left to right. and then green, and then orange, and then the pink. So here, and don't forget to comb out the strings. They'll kind of make a knot at the bottom if you don't. Then once you get that established, the strings kind of lay themselves out. So I'll show you here in just a second after I get that picked up. So I have them in order right now. And if you see, slide out of the way, if you see on this side how they are already in the order I was using them in, so if I keep them up close to me so I can hold them in my fingers the whole time, it's a little bit easier. But you totally can leave it like I was showing you early in the beginning, laying it on the table and just do one string at a time if you get confused. So I'm still going outside on the left to inside right. And then the same color on this opposite side, got twisted around here. Outside on the right to inside left. And you'll see them laying themselves out. I'm going to continue this on for just a little bit so you can watch without direction. But we're going to do this for 3 inches, and then you'll tie a knot just like we did up here. And then you'll continue on with either your chevron, or if you looked up a different pattern, you can do that too. Or you could totally do this with candy stripe. It'll just be really wide, which is fine. So I will continue on if you need to watch a little bit more.